today, to my knowledge, there hasn't been an application to have a liquid natural gas storage facility underground. It's possible with some vaulting, maybe very expensive. It's also very expensive to locate, whether above or below ground, natural gas storage. Difficult to locate and expensive to locate it far away from the actual fueling area. The piping is wildly expensive. But we're going to think through all of those things. It will be a different answer at every location, most likely. But we want to get it right, because I'm not doing this because it's the hot thing to do. I'm doing it because I think that given the right set of circumstances, there is certainly a possibility that over time, talking a long period of time, natural gas vehicles have the potential to supplant diesel vehicles. And I don't want to have my natural gas fueling sort of off in the parking lot somewhere and my diesel fueling lane right in the building and ultimately have to take it down. That may not happen in my career or in my lifetime, but that's what we're planning for. We're also planning to repair these vehicles wherever we have a natural gas fueling location. We intend to have technicians capable of servicing natural gas powered vehicles. The agreement is being finalized. I would say within the next couple of months, we'll really get after it. Now, that said, we haven't lost any time in beginning to identify those locations. Initially, we've got to look at where customer demand may come from. Also, obviously, where the supply points are, so that the natural gas can be delivered effectively and with relatively little cost. Now, I've talked a lot about liquid natural gas. There are two camps in the trucking world and the vehicle world. Some really are proponents of compressed natural gas, and some are proponents of liquid natural gas. Our focus will tend to be on liquid natural gas for Class 8 trucks. Now, that's not to say that we won't consider compressed natural gas. I just got done telling you we want to provide what our customers demand. But you've also got to make a call in life about capital allocation. And these are not inexpensive things to build, particularly when the customer demand is only something you think is going to happen, certainly is not there today. The advantages of liquid natural gas, it has a lower price than diesel, not quite as low as compressed natural gas. It fills the vehicle much faster, and with the range of a Class 8 truck that's required, filling time is particularly important. If it takes you, let me back up, the truck driver is governed by a whole set of regulations. One of those regulations does not allow that driver to be behind the wheel for more than 11 hours a day. In most cases, the effective time that a driver is behind the wheel is about 8 hours. A lot of that's due to the fact that not only is point A to point B defined for him, they're never in 11-hour increments. But a lot of it, the difference between the 11 hours and the 8 hours, comes from the fact saying this because I'm sure you all know this a lot better than I do. 2 times the energy for the same unit of volume of liquid natural gas. There is a lower incremental weight, but that means a greater range for an LNG vehicle versus a CNG vehicle. And so while the debate is not over, we're keeping our options open. We will look at both, and whether sitting here today, I think LNG is a better option than CNG, but I think ultimately it doesn't matter. I don't like beef jerky either, but we sell them a lot. And to wrap up, give you a little bit of perspective on where we are today versus where I think we're going. Today, less than 1% of the engines that are made burn natural gas. So that, again, the Class 8 market again. Excuse me, this is Class 6 through 6, 7, and 8. 5 years from now, we expect production to be of natural gas burning engines to be about 8% of the total. Today, for all the talk, there's only 28 liquid natural gas locations where you can buy liquid natural gas on a retail basis. There are more compressed natural gas stations, but only 500. By 2017, I expect the mix to be somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000. Back up for a second, just put that in perspective. There's a total of 6,000 locations of Class 8 truck and purchase diesel fuel. Today we have 30 LNG stations. And there are 120,000 places to buy gasoline in America. There's only 500 compressed natural gas locations in America. One impact, we talked a lot about infrastructure, and yeah, we have the land, the highway system, all of those things need to be brought together and brought to bear to solve this issue. But it costs about $1 million a lane to put liquid natural gas dispensing capacity in the truck stop. Call it 2 lanes per truck stop. Costs less to put in compressed natural gas. But all told, if you wanted to make natural gas as available as gasoline and diesel in America, the price tag on that is about $72 billion. And I think that's something that is sometimes overlooked. A customer comes to me and says, yeah, I need this product. Well, it's not a matter of moving Twinkies over and putting a little bit more beef jerky in there. There's a real cost associated with it. And I say that not to be discouraging, but to say it's going to be a long road. Before this year, there was an awful lot of talk. A lot of people were advocating for natural gas, but really that was the extent of it. Starting this year, I think there's an awful lot more action in the truck stop business. All 3 majors are doing something. Again, pilots teamed up with Clean Energy, TAs teamed up with Shell. The basic building blocks of the demand for over-the-road natural gas, I think, all been identified. All have begun to be addressed by some real players in the downstream side. And with that, I don't know how much time I have left, if any, but I'd be happy to take decidedly non-technical questions if you have any.